Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a clay incense holder. So what you will need is a bowl of water to soften your clay. I just have this tin pot or whatever you call it. Next, you're going to be needing your clay. I'm using air dry clay Crayola. You can use baking clay, the clay that you bake, or any different type of air dry clay, but I just used this one because it's cheaper and whatever, you know? Okay, so now you're going to be needing a sculpting tool. I'm using a normal kitchen knife, but definitely use a sculpting tool. I recommend it. So now you want to cut get your clay and cut it in half, like that. So you're gonna need two pieces and put the other piece of clay aside, and you're gonna work with one part. So now you're just going to be molding it. Okay, so now you want to flatten it like this. You can use a rolling pin. I just did it with my hands, and I use like a bowl to flatten it also. So put it on a different piece of paper, and now we're going to be working with your other piece of paper that you sculpt on. Maybe you're using a tray, but I'm using a piece of paper. Okay, now we're going to bring back that other piece of clay and rolling it up. By the way, this will be used for the rim of the tray, so that if you want to put jewelry in it, nothing will fall out. Okay, so after a long time, I have this long strip of clay. Of course, we're not going to be needing all of it, but I just rolled it up this long to be precautious. So yeah, it's this thick because I want it to be thick on the outside. So I'm just going to be taking off the outside so it's easier for me. Okay, so now you want to bring back your other piece of clay to your sculpting paper or tray, and we want to make some texture. Texture always helps like the object you're putting on your clay piece stick easier. So you want to take your knife or sculpting tool and just add texture. I'm just poking it simply like that. Okay, so after you've done that, you want to get your water that you have and just pat it on to the textured parts. As I've said, it just helps make your clay sticky. So now you want to take your long piece of clay and simply just attach it on, and you want to do it all around. This is why I wanted it to be long, because if it was too short, then I'd have to get some more clay. So yeah, just cut the excess off and mold it together with like wet hands. So like get water on your hands and then mold it together. Okay, so now you want to take your sculpting tool or your finger and just mold it down to the bottom of your tray. After you've done that, just make sure everything's all smooth on the inside and everything. And you want to get on the outside and smooth those parts on the outside. As you can see, it's very uneven. So I'm just going to take my finger. I will eventually dip it in the water and just smooth it around like this. So after smoothing everything together, I'm just going to be adding texture to the middle for the incense holder part. Okay, so after you've added your little bit of texture and your water, you want to take a piece of clay and make sure it's nice and round and everything. And you basically just want to also add texture to the bottom of that and smooth it down to the bottom like we did with the rim of the tray. I'm using my finger this time because I think it's easier. And after I'm done with that, I'm just going to again smooth it out with some water. Okay, now I'm going to take a skewer. You can use a toothpick, and I'm just poking the middle of it. This is where the incense is going to be held. And basically, you're all done. So, sorry about all the random hand movements I'm doing. I didn't know I was going to be doing a voiceover. Anyway, so now you want to basically let it dry or bake it, and you want to paint it. Of course, I said it was going to be like a mushroom design, and I'm going to paint it like a mushroom, but you can paint it however you want. I'll include some pictures, or actually like a little video clip. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and bye.